Mabimra Council, so lawyer citizen Atodazi, a private legal practitioner, and then General Secretary Adema GCPP and Great Consolidated People's Party, right? I don't pay what I say. Council, I'm watching you.
Wife, Papa.
I say,
Mr. Wife,
Medas.
I've been Papa, but I'm the one who saw a day show. Apart from the shoe, a day witchy.
A bunny of a ball.
Diabolic now.
So that barbon or the ball.
As if I shoot in the Wabam, many are buying.
Oh, say, I've been Papa Bow, say, Obia. I've been Papa Bow, say, Obia. And
he has own a decay. We're going to be originally.
The moon.
But I've heard a lot of argument on Facebook just to receive my initial comment. And Crawford Kasa Bebre. And if you are warrior, cry now warrior, quarter warrior, the ya warrior. The Zedio for the Kekaye, as of one on influence my white wedding, ordinance marriage. I mean, for the purposes of education, I mean, one more here, there's so many munti. Many have you called said, sir, and Crawford no, do na hormone till you more quacoyeno, I say. Ain't that issues be brinano eba after say one of the spouses, a free mo na affair the consents about mostly no sabe money free mo, and as a de be brinano a tiber or body free my lose as you say, I know you're calm kakra. What does the law say about some of these things? I mean, I'm taking on the spot, but I know, sir, obey deliver.
Anyway, my friend check as my yasho for native. Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, bring you Obana where some number some is about a whole week topic. The reason is that there are different dynamics.
Exactly.
You see, but the major issue is that wherever there is legal pluralism, there are different types of marriage. The problem. Customary marriage is accepted by law.
By law. And people are saying say customary marriage. Rano, your friend is saying. A mamre kwine so di aye no and no na ya warrior. Bumukran so say no so nya warrior. So I mean, just for the purposes of clarity, I have stated earlier this morning, say, already Article 11 of the 1992 Constitution, sources of our laws, categorically, estate teachers say customary laws are a part of your laws. And ti oko akan amamre mu koyo mu faso yo mu niema yemra no agiatum. Okay, nti ahemfo ne nhye yo mu aye abusua nhye ye wo ho yagitum as part of our laws. Oko enkranman mu ayigbe man mu ba bia wo bia no the customary practice are existing. The Constitution acknowledges say a part of your laws, but you hear people making certain commentaries. Then you ask yourself, say, I mean, are we really educated when it comes to some of these things?
So there is lack of it, and on internet either make because customary marriage, even though it is accepted by law, when it comes to ordinance. Osha there say your ordinance marriage, even if there is a customary one there, that needs to be dissolved. Because immediately into a marriage by ordinance, then you have another woman somewhere is by customary under customary law and any other form of marriage. Into ordinance is supposed to override any or annul any other one that is known. So that is why I will be about wara. If connect command notice, you are given 21 days. It is announced, it is published so that obi wo baby the person is supposed to come. And that is why they say that you either say talk today or hold your peace forever. It is a the mean panel for the member kwano do all the things that the law says. Na se obia makahwe obia enyi hwe mpoi asembia amba na yimpa ni ya ze ne hahase de ame na osimesi ya ja atum de ze sere hembrase ma ya wara obi nya asam kochna
Me too, pa.
Inti say wakada ya sofa. I don't ya sofa na washe mbra. Asofu mpiempio biya de onko ordinance. But you see, Christianity
in simple terms, you know, can't remember. In simple terms, you know, say we worry under ordinance. A one man, one wife.
Monogamous.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. Untime worry oba fufrobia and count. Untime worry bema fufrobia. Okay. But we customary marriage.
That's polygamous.
That is polygamous. The party bet me decide this or person worry me no and me answer. But when you marry under ordinance, a one man, one wife.
If I show. Customary no.
Yes.
Beman ne won kwan so worry more than one. And now one so won kwan so worry more than one.
Customary ni dey say no dey
customary it's so me find oya amambra. Inti say akana amambra mu. O ma won kwan de besia tu mu wore ebien na ebasa. Embra ni gitum. Once it does not it meets the customs of that particular.
But I don't think amambra bi wo sir.
Yes.
Say oba betimi aware.
Wo kasa do kan ntira ma me. No, my customary ni bi. Akosen sign.
Okay. Why a customary? And I will be a wakosen sign.
My sense I will me.
Okay.
Masi. It process from the fire minimum.
Okay.
And a lawyer so can ordinance. Instead man lawyer.
Okay. It's clear. You understand? Even in the Islam,
they're all kind
in Islam.
Okay, can Islam anyway? We are more clarify their work.
Islam also has their own laws around
their marriage. Yeah,
it's also recognized by law. Yeah. You understand?
Islamic marriage.
Christians there.
Yes.
Ordinance.
Even it's not just Christians.
Necessarily for
in
Christians.
Fact, even if you are a Muslim and you decide that you want to marry under the Ordinance Act, it is accepted. The only thing we need to understand that once you do the ordinance, you cannot marry again. Exactly. So that is the only difference. But when you enter in team, you feel them obri and obri them. And most of us are using marriage as a form of doing
acquiring wealth. Yes. Acquiring properties.
You understand? Into be ni reason or worrying there may pesika bi ordinary to the ochina in the next 5-10 years say you are I will be able to inherit whatever you have. But you see, we are men and sometimes we talk about it. Let's look at the other side of the woman. Sometimes this ordinance is a protection law.
I am a tree in
Obo imba no ban.
But almost
because it's true. I can agree with that. But you see, sometimes besebi owa onye benyina atena abre all her life.
Yes.
You understand?
Benyini bewu no na ye treat oba no rough.
Exactly.
Good.
Intina oye a decision say more your ordinance or a decision between the man and the woman. Benyini na besia. Inti sami besia no ma ja to me dem. Mezemensa re shase. Ami benyin ma ja to me dem mezemensa shase de ma worry we me your ba bia wo wechira. It's a commitment.
Exactly. It's a commitment. And no cry enough.
Exactly.
Right?
That
is why we offer. Me the mensa shemra se me worry we. Me nko worry oba foforo bia anya den enka wo ho. Ordinance de akire nyina.
No offer say.
Offer.
Lawyer, we dem say.
Oh, offer kasa.
The woman say. Say we call register department right now. Correct ordinance do Uma is seeking for divorce.
Okay.
Go there. A door so say the woman what is here. May I have research.
Oh yes.
Yeah, take time. Yeah, take time and go and find it.
It's not something that is a problem. Oh yeah, no quite there. There are so many divorce cases before either the court, if you call police, I think headquarters, they do some reports like that, right? But the issue is that it's because nkofo ntie me bi ase
yeah
it's like I ba ho
only thing that what wants to question the madness and some people too the divorce rate and sometimes also because of the reason why they married. Some people marry because there's a contract.
Expectation. Yeah.
There's even a contract and understanding. If you pay me a car for traveling,
yeah,
I need us to marry so that I can do that. If you are quite divorced, it is all counted as a part of the reasons.
But in real terms, the way 7 previous someone anymore. Ordinance, no. Yenya momo awari bia minim. The way a man a rock shoulders.
And no ne hamo.
Maybe with the men.
Shoulders ne say.
Maybe shoulders have been say. Where my missus? When you are bahado do mempesa. Oh, what do you say? Me mount
of a man with the real life experience, you know, because I mean these are major issues are happening.
Umame tabahado do frequent here. Yeah, missus so say privacy. Where you say where me missus men you say afobos a bema no. Ebedu be na afa ho hyehyew otete apart from ejapade no kra no a sebi mpreduasa yenim se be ma de bebu ntem de agya no o ma kwa kra ma wankasa o enjoy oniema wa pa sebi mpreduasa BBC betimi de bi agya no and majority of the people do mutie wura mu no say be sincere with themselves and to God 90% nya happy me koye a customary no onyame de di me ho afofie me yere that but then wo tweme say ye call ordinance we say da we butu afo bi age bi me de mama se me tu da mo bi ati
me die
afei me de me yere wura business me de me business on the soma me me ba fe du ba bi no masa on if you no crowd na makoke ma kosensan no no roku shoulders I'm say yeah what me nya ba ye na msa de no koke me na say me ware we so kan
oh sir
oh yes and we say me so dike o ware ba ko ha ma o be sensan me say an warum ko yi fall ba ko yi ba no na me repain ni ho no say ura papa no ware ba ko dada Odo baso be waro open so was an was sad will be by china I be to so mensa ye be ware na ma no open so was an no mo sa I'm team baby
okay
no
say masuma do me
of our yere mu ye mie no
pani no I say konkon because anya ma no envata
fie nkasa
Matias etino ama me ho atome
I see
say japade odi me ju say wodie ni eti ase me do ama ma ye odi ni fa ewu achi bibia ni obi say obi ate no so obi agya na ba bi odina kama enu kan me na mo so my fresh you say ga ordinance ya cause me come court because oba no respect you a lot of them doesn't respect they rock shoulders with the men and they think say once a ring a mention in sir wo yeni say I know the nam krum no that is all it is education no said the lawyer can ye be mama na tie ase say the mere fathers will be aware ordinance no doesn't take away how I say obebre ho ase enu kuna tran wo the way man my ho so wo sa ordinance ni mo no ano ordinance dodo ama me ma dodo na enu ho so mu ye ebi a video so wo mu ntim meka ba so wo hwe mu pa asofo kra no mu na di animu ware hira ware so man krofo no they are going through a lot in their marriages but one of can kire no eti deculturalization means a part of it other than that no 7 previous and wo fa no ma me no abusuanfo bible no kra ye kan wo se wo oba no ani gino ko hu abusuanfo ne koye ho amamre ni amane ye kan amamre a lay down procedure ye di bibi wo ye famu ana amane ye event eda no ye no ba to ase ti amamre ni amamre des amane ne ye kwan fa so ye no ana amamre no ye kwan fa so ye no ana amane ye event eda na happen no ɛna yɛfrɛ no amani nti no yɛde yɛhunu saa de no akyɛ ɛm sɛ
na yɛka no sɛ ɔnyɛ dɛ ordinance no yɛ problem but the problem is that nkurɔfo nim dɛ customary no the law accept it.
Yeah.
And it's what
you understand? So it's a choice. It's a choice that and
Customary.
Bibiana it take a choice, you know. There are consequences. You understand? When you understand that every choice you make, it comes with no you will know which one you will choose that will suit your cause. Because in Benin Fubisu they even will prefer ordinance. And I make that we are looking at one side, but the ambassador football watch Charlie Sikawa one or say Benin so. It's Benin so cry on a post so or pro ordinance.
I contract marriage.
No, but for me,
so we need to understand that
for me
it is not
cancer what they now
ordinance.
Yes. What we are now.
Mean
Oh no, wife, you're fine, right?
Yes.
More than quality. Yes. Bonibiano over
I'm a man who do because my
ordinance.
Into Obiana Morty
now. Say a nay of a member, say nay, customary crown a ye. Na Yamfani say, Yamin Fasama, Uto Benkum Soa. Na one year war crana PNDC law 111 no ebeche wajapade bia dia mawo no ma
da bi lawyer no fa say anya ajapade asem ne kan se sia ho wo tia sia na
ajapade no na
dabi me da nya na issue because say no ye nyina ajatum say ajapade na busuanya kakra o ma ne eri nya binyesa enti be ma bia ya we but unya koye wedding na one kasa wasitrim
don't do your work
wasitrim anu oba ni tifie ho esesa ni suban media me bebra mahu esesa oba ni suban e ma oba no roku shoulders e ma ni fi say asa ya wedding together no can say ma title the not together no e ma no that
that authority.
Authority.
But even customary can make somebody pump. First one hour at that time now. She will feel very proud and even starting all your baby.
Yes.
There's a window. It is a window now down. I'm yesterday. So window no. I'm yesterday because we call ordinance that's also called divorce. I want implications said about.
Oh yes.
And now I
speak on Pebre. On the ordinance no.
Yes.
That means that you have to go through a lot of processes.
And one, you have to go through the court.
Yes.
Processes and procedure where SSA will follow.
Exactly.
Through the court. Court to be granted divorce.
Now you know divorce by I never be so twice. So lawyer prenuptial agreement. We can say prenuptial.
A small trend. Bashir was simplified.
Yes.
I think Bashir has simplified it, but it will be an amount. All we are saying is there are choices.
No, but the Kwasi Addai Odike can maintain said the sharing of the properties and after divorce and at the end
yes.
We divorce a sharing of property in a
but of I know dear. Even as you are here,
that's all property.
The current position of the law. There is a case called Mensa and Mensa 2.
Yeah.
Current position of the law, our Supreme Court a ruling in a say whether ordinance, whether customary, so far as you are a spouse, what worry or banos, whether customary or ordinance. A Japadie be a BP mo abaso basi kakaho, sebemba si kakaho and si kankaho. Mumie no nedia. It doesn't matter whether customary or
but
the issue is that customary is accepted by law. So
I agree.
Yes, so
but now listen to me. Now say misati emra fufu bia no mo kan ho say if lawyer me writer o mo say o ware oba wo ko ware bema na eba japadie mu se bia divorce aba na mo che japadie also prove beyond reasonable doubt investment
substantial contribution and no has been ruled out.
These were proposed amendments and I be mo peda way department
that the no cry na mensa one me ba
not even accepted
cases no mensa one wo ho mensa two wo ho Supreme Court no time be on be ruling on a case biano sa case on boru no ebe yemra foforo enti de wo ka no eye mensa one no your ba ne be ma wo mo aware ye na aware gya ye na eba na Supreme Court ka say esese wo ba no wo kire wo contribution ebi a yesi dan yi wo de one cedi be ka ho wo to nsuo gallon ana wo yesi later ana Supreme Court na atena say ebi in mensa two say there be oba ne se wanyi sika bia kra na daje a wo se ye hwe nkwala no ma wutimi kwa abonten ko ye adwuma de si dan no ono so ne contribution no for that reason they say you do not have to prove substantial contribution a wo de aba ejapade anim ana aware anim so far as am ye together ne de ofa wutie so far as am aware am ye together ne de ejapade bi am be ye bia no eye mo mienu ni nyina ade a
na se se
en court
ye say ma bo me bra adu baabi ma busuafo ne bo ame mia ma koma mu no ma hu say ifie sika bi kura na bia lawyer ye tam de mam say odike me bo be kasa ya mam skasa me fanya aduma
marriage and lawyer question be on the matter of
mami di offer ba na ba
ana me diska ya aduma na ma koma ni bia ma si fie be mienu mi hia ho kani waba uba no property na me amesi dada no we enjoy bi after 6 months we say makoye ordinance so sedenti aware kwa unen entrance bi enti encha japade ne mfa ade ma enya sa
enti position in there
whatever say 2 3 4 years whatever
yes, this is the position of the law ejapade bi a wofa wo wadi kan ye wabra won ware ye ansa na wo ba be ware no se ejapade na odi kan ye no wabra won ware ye eye wo dia oba ni ye ejapade bi wabra on ware ye a ono nso eye ne dia but the moment a mo be ware a mo be kan bom no mo to asase ne ye mu nyina dia
nje me wo Bedford eye kago ka ansa na wo be ware me
eye wo dia
eye me dia ka da so ye adwuma bra ya ware ye
na so e wo da
eye wo dia ka ni sika ni bi media sidan eye hwanom dia
kan isigan
media sidan
mo ware na ansa na
mo ware
Canada so why mayiska Canada so why mayiska media consider me no wan dia
say dem tam na ya waza or ye me no won da
then na wasidi na ye mumienu ne dia kan ne dia ye wa wo dia
kan so process ni bi na di sidan
but it doesn't matter
anya na prenuptial agreement no ye ma ye wonu se wo ba ware na kutawe we su kutawe
jedu be ye bi so
obia fad ne property a no order anya sa dia sa aware mu ajapade atete mi ko ja ware na me na che ne those kind of obi betima transia de no abehihie skani bi woni ne ware be di ya o se ma ja ware ya
ma bashiru bre mu
actually thing is that sometimes when you meet people and you so really love them would you even think about these things
lawyer anyway but me cho opinion men really that say wo ba woni ne to suban na ono to se sia no say suban na be kwa wie ye be times and seasons
no that's not what we said
influence outside influence
no
and I'm for abusuan influence
onyo na eti my kan dey asema me bi saying there e baba wo robia sometimes ishia na odo na omonyo do nti imbe wonua
emma won be inside
ho na America nti obi on dwe ho pode my young friend wa na mo da me me nto yan wo da
na ofa ma me ka we bashiru be ofa utie e ma ni bi wo ho a wa ware no na ofa ni kunachi ye japade you see me ma ne na enkasa but oba bia wa ware a wo fa wo kunachi ye japade wabra wo kunu no nya awe so far as mo ware ansa na wo ye se japade no se be ma ni hu no de kokota ejapade na ye one be ma ni nyina de it doesn't matter say wasin wo krom ana say be ma na contribute it doesn't matter and it applies both ways yes me kind of cry natural but a man no
me mo man so betwe
a man ni nim yes e ba ni say
e ba ni say kwa be ma do na fo be kan say enkwara ni nti
but that is the law applies it me bo
this honest women Emma mema bibriye mobo wa brabo wanya gidi amane bi kra on emane ju sika ma bi kra ye na wo kwan wo ko ba oh me yire no hwe akire no this can be all divert
and you all divert no the properties no se wo hu na wo court de be che e de odiam it applies both ways Emrano does not treat a man differently.
This amnesty pay wa wari mro. Se me kam ya wa we shock. Ya no we wa ko cheat.
Time no go. Asem na make sure say Odike on pebre. The stress of going to court to do certain things no on person bed. Inti and also quite customary marriage which is of course lawyer can say is acceptable. It's within the remit of our law say you can do that customary law. You see but question I'm person be say how about your girlfriend say be say we now when you bibia to say we hear it but then you want father nkwa busia fie say oh ko ware no you didn't do anything within the remit of the family say oh we hear it that's say sa obano can the lady inherit your property
now where
what worry
awangasa wo yiri wo baby fufuro
dabi
and I hear
you say woni yere kura
nti mo twempna
na ya wo baba ko ba
that's a beautiful lines there question yes but they are quite interesting
Mboframan are key to some of these things
yes
and once I mbawo no able to have certain claims that you can make as
lawyer
because you see say mbe nyima are very different because yimpa na onye wo ye damadin oko he is not there to say that mpa na me wo bibia na me unyi hweye and I don't know whether I need to find out whether that has also because there are some women rights groups they were promoting such laws
yes
to cover women who mbenyimfo awon mba bi twempna obi oyin na atena for 20 years 30 years on either Kwasi Addai Odike you understand the fact that be I mean but himete for 20 years I do everything that a wife should do.
Is supposed to do.
You understand? And you know that sometimes even can come in as cohabitation.
Cohabitation, yes.
You understand? All these things are there, but when children are in or a different ball game altogether, because the children have access to your property.
Mm-hmm.
And mofama what I wanna. It say mofama in certain age, you become even the caretaker of most of the properties, trustee of the properties are mofama no way. It is a mofama womiza. I think that you are a bit secured, but some mofama yima it's very difficult to go and lay claim to any of the properties of the woman.
The boys they say the way I train him. I heard that omumu be marry.
Well, I'm worried about me someone.
Speaker, you see from where?
No, mon customary and I say if you are not tradition we are kawa.
Over if you dey no e wo mremo.
And I make we are kawa.
E wo mremo.
Mr. Omranti obi an kawa.
Emrano recognize fie dey.
Yes.
Enti enne wo ware say ye fie say ye court ware BBC necessary change apade a emrane ne beche. There are laws that are regulating all these things.
You see why?
Enti yentias yes sir.
From where I come from, among people ramonye sa marriage and ordinance no. They won't do. Because if you're a Muslim, and let me say a Northerner, and
you are still better to marry plenty.
In fact, if you're a Muslim, no Kurambeka say you can marry up to 4 wives.
Okay.
So which me share a man dia. Pepe, which me share we the Islamic religion we can explain it better. So which me share we you can marry up to 4 wives. But then, if you go to the traditional aspect, they say we are Gonjani, we are Sisalani, we are the Gatini. And no matter who can say, wait me, I worry more than even 4 now, Makano.
Okay.
You see, so a lot of people at our age and so much marriage and the ordinance as a crown year they will not even do it because already you've grown up to see a certain culture. Now papa no more a match say 30. In fact, me and my grandfather had married about 20 wives.
Oh, crowd on. Where have you know? Where have you know? I feel like a foreign now,
if he has married 20 wives, you can expect, say, definitely, if I cannot marry 20 wives, good tradition continue somehow in some way. And nobody wants to abandon on own tradition. I want to keep just like saying that he wants to keep that one. You see, and of course, true. Miji Tum say, lawyer say, sometimes sue any bino. And then everything they describe or Barbie. But mostly, once the lady knows that, and you cannot go and marry anybody aside. Look.
Oh, whether
suit or not,
does that really come in? Because if at any point in time, munya disagreement, monte muhuase, okay, there be a more contact. Both of you can agree. Some person mujai. Instances are this confusion is when one wants to file for divorce and the other one say I won't grant it. Mean fee. You understand?
But there was one other thing that you mentioned, say, if you go to Odike say, or no, you research, one will say, more marriage and ordinance, or more we can
a good tentem.
But I think that you have not also known or more year under ordinance, For instance, me, my hometown like this. They don't know even ordinance
marriage.
Ordinance, customary 1 hour code. They don't do it. But there are divorce that happens.
Okay.
So on that aspect, I think that you can measure it.
But Masa, Ukomo, to be honest with yourself, divorce do not send a question.
Oh, then means me can say.
And said that that is why you rampant.
You can easily figure out the ones that have been registered. Yes. You understand? You can easily figure that out. But the ones that have not been registered, no, you cannot figure those ones out. Day in, day out.
You chrome the awaria, a bushra for transia, ya gensano, and tell moon tentem. Because you want to say, 2 families, and I be shame, and ya won't know Bano, Assem. I have seen me a moon asem. Till Oshia or for any deano, and why I demand home. But this ordinance is maybe ordinance, no. Your man license, tie. Your man license, who crono. Who crowd when you can say about for
some now told you, man.
Your man license, Kutana, what they a piano in Sanwa, what they monitor crowd movement. That's why I have a one.
Ordinance marriage. Before you go to the court to sign, you must have performed the traditional rites.
Yes, of course.
You can't go. Say unko fie, enko ye fia mamre ne amania. Untimi nko court say wo ko sign. Untimi. So what it means is that the law recognizes both marriages. Obi wo say ma ye fie de, which is recognized by law. Me we and me nko court, me nko sign ni bibia, which is fine. Obinzo ho I was you my year me we and me coffee. It's not even about the wedding ping pong. All that the ordinance is about, and they say what worry court you've signed some worry.
Now worry obi free ba ko achi.
Exactly.
Enkoha.
That's all.
Ana customary should be utimi free o yire chi enko register. Ana efie dia na yen san paper bia nso no a freelander will be at me them and it me edi customs say wo so eye ne ho so yi
me say wedding because Muslims dance wedding, Christians do wedding. The wedding is it even necessary when you akwa ye
ya buso me ye chi
wedding na muchiri
well so 5 minutes that young code na
ya buso me wedding there
because but me too na use for custom for about the illegal mining in there they are still asking the president to do the needful. I mean too no 5 minutes na young
code is needful
to do the needful, declare state of emergency. Anti-meteor.
We cannot conclude say need
just 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds on what we talked about. Asama ye kenye mbobia hu.
Debbie.
May I kind of Adibiana Pede Kono. Shemu na ansa na commit to means your dock a cage there medo be intimate question brassy or your doyimpan, but as to Pokono, what really the person feels you do not know. Inti when you are making a choice, make sure that it's a adari and nasi. Ashem brave your womb. No, you need na no dey twani na because I prayer ho ye mo don so na ka dey obi anyu obodwen yimbra ho obi anyu obodwen o kina dey yimpemu kakọ na hwa wa ase senti me choose to customary
until sense
nti let's know be educated about the options we have and make the right choice. In terms of TUC claims I will make. Number one, you see, Mr. Speaker, it looks like Ghana sometimes you make certain statements without knowing really what we are dealing with. Amanyofo na ye pa ye ka some chronoton kofu asoma everybody talks about it but they don't even really know what it is. And sometimes we make the same mistakes, we repeat ourselves, and because of Miss Mayakan when we are in opposition and when we are in government, other people sit back and take advantage and think that yes, money. So for instance, you say kada Yensu say Yensu started or say now we say that the only way we think we can stop the river bodies is during a state of emergency. Yeah. No. Based on what? I mean, Obincham the linkage. How a state of emergency would make the water better.
A state of emergency is when you prevent people from doing the mining, right?
Mr. Speaker, let's look COVID. Yeah, COVID period. There was state of emergency, right? They were supposed to not do certain things, go to certain places. Were we able to deal with those things? Even that. Now you COVID and go for your videos at our club. The fact that you see, when it comes to monitoring, for instance, the one doing monitoring needs to be monitored. In power, oil access monitoring, it needs to be monitored. In Branch China, there 10 meters, you should not mind 10 meters, 100 meters close to a river. So if people are doing it and you tell me that a state of emergency in the whole community, I mean, yeah, places are curfew or sometimes go to our places that there is curfew and go and see what is happening there. Adibiwa is not sustainable. Mekada is not a sustainable way.
So how then do we solve the
last week I said it and I will continue to say the same thing. We've used a combative approach for a very long time. We've not solved the issues. If you are meeting people who are into mining, illegal mining, the miners know them. Those who are doing mining, they know those who are doing illegal mining. The people in the community, they know them. It's been go community and can't there. One more illegal mining. Because operators they are from sometimes some of these communities. So what I'm saying is that if you have used a combative approach that is not working, and I suggested it, call people back, like the same way we do tax. So obi default on tax. You give people amnesty. This one is not granting them amnesty. You are calling them onto the table. That what is the challenge? What is the issue? Why is it that we have not said stop mining? We are saying do proper, sustainable mining. But I didn't say yes.
And they are capital intensive. On to me to at the end in Kwasi or Pedinterman.
That's only
into be to Hakakra, no go to Hakakra.
Okay, into Mr. Speaker, may show Nakadamasi and I said there, these small scale miners are the people government should be engaging, and politicians, and most of them are. When you engage them, they've told you these are the things. Government says that if this cooperative thing, if you are bringing people together and to do it so that all manner capital na American government will support, will do whatever. ABS so there maybe a mokraba or there say ya film there because government is supposed to create an enabling environment. Mind you, this money is giving jobs. It's bringing you foreign exchange. There are other aspects of it that are good. So the aspects now more now all say insurance as this is what we are going to do to make sure we deal with it. Now anybody who goes contrary to what we have agreed on, all of us we have a responsibility to punish the person. I am sure it will be one of the best steps we'll be starting to take. Okay. But it's another we are being combative. People are being protective and they are using Sika because Sika are involved. Small. They are using Sika to get everybody involved. One support most of the political parties. One support most of the leadership of the parties. And it's become difficult.